Hey guys, it's Kevin Ward here with Yes Masters Real Estate Success Training, helping you get more yeses and more successes in your business and in your life. And I had an email from one of my coaching members that says, one thing I've been focusing on is a positive mindset of self-mastery. And here's the question. What 5 books would you say have had a significant change in your mindset? So I'm like, okay, what are the top 5 books that I've ever read that really helped me with my mindset? And so I just went over and looked at through my bookshelves and pulled out some of the books that have had the greatest impact on my thinking in my entire life. And I just realized there's one other set of books that is over on the bookshelf, but I'm not going to go get it right now. I'll tell you about it in a second. But let's just see if from beginning I can go in order here. So I'm going to say that I've got a stack of books here, and I'll show you the books. One of the first books I ever read was this book by a guy named James Allen. It's called As a Man Thinketh. As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. And it's just about the power of your thoughts. I have read this book so many times. Every time I read it, I'll highlight it or mark it, and I use different color pens or different color highlighters. So just for different stuff. But I've read that many, many times. As a Man Thinketh. It's a little bitty book. So if you like the little easy reads, I mean, it's literally, that's it. It's that short and that simple as a bookmarker. But that book's very, very cool. I bought this book in 2002. This book was profound in my mind. It's called The Master Key to Riches by Napoleon Hill. Now, you've probably heard of this book. This is his most popular book, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, which was huge for me. This was mind-altering for me. But this one had even a greater impact on me, probably because I read this one first. I actually read this one, Master Key to Riches, which is a much less known book than his Think and Grow Rich. So I recommend both of these because they're both extremely powerful. But the Master Key to Riches just blows my mind. And again, I mean, I've read this book. I can't even tell you how many times I've read this book. It's a pretty easy read. And this copy, I don't know, I got this copy in 2002. I think I bought it used because this copy was actually published in this one was actually printed in 1989. So I bought it used or had it given to me or something. I don't know. So that's an awesome book. How to Win Friends and Influence People. My dad gave me this copy of Dale Carnegie's book, the classic How to Win Friends and Influence People. He gave this to me when I graduated from high school. That was just a long time ago, okay? And even when he gave it to me, it was old. So you can see right now, this is actually a copy that was printed, I don't even know when, but it's just all all falling apart. But that's an awesome, awesome book. I still read this book every year. I actually have a newer copy of it, but this is my favorite. In fact, my favorite one is on page 110 of this edition. It was called 6 Ways to Make People Like You. Now, it's actually 6 chapters before that, but this is kind of a summary of it. It's pretty cool. Let's see. Tony Robbins. Now, his original book, Unlimited Power. That was his original book. That one was powerful for me. Unlimited Power. This was his second book that's probably become the biggest bestseller he's ever done, called Awaken the Giant Within. And it is a huge book, great book. It's a giant book. I mean, it's long, but you can see I've read it and I've highlighted stuff, and it's been profound for me. Jack Canfield's book, The Success Principles. This book is off the charts, awesome. But again, it's not a short read. Now, it's pretty easy reading, but it's not a short read. It's a long read. So that's a great book. This is a book. It was never that big of a hit. Stephen Covey called it brilliant. It's the book called The Answer by John Assaraf. John Assaraf used to be a real estate agent, and he actually owned a bunch of Remax franchises in Indiana or something. Grow any business, achieve financial freedom, and live an extraordinary life. It's called The Answer. Now, he was one of the guys that was in the movie The Secret. Okay? So you'll recognize him. That's how you would probably recognize him and know him. But this book has some really, really good stuff in it. The Answer for your mindset. For me, this was a huge transformational book by Harv Eker called The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. And the company that he built called Peak Potentials has an entire training programs and all kinds of stuff. They have a major seminar called the Millionaire Mind Intensive. If you want more information on that, I can actually, when they go all over North America, all over the world, but it's definitely a seminar worth attending. And I can help you get tickets to that if you want or whatever. But The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind is an awesome book because I was growing up I grew up with such limiting beliefs about money and about money being evil and money not and rich people being evil and money doesn't grow on trees and all that kind of stuff. And what I've discovered is money does grow on trees. The secret is learning how to own money trees. And that's just really the secret. But anyway, that's a great book. And then the last one here, this one is awesome. And this one is an easy read. It's by David Schwartz. Yeah, David Schwartz, called The Magic of Thinking Big. Now, again, this is not a new book either. I don't know what, it was published back in 1959, over 50 years ago. But it's so easy to read. This is easy reading, and it's just awesome. It's an awesome book. It's helped my thinking. There's so many books that I'm reading books every week. I'm reading books all the time, so I could add to it. But just in terms of over time, these are the books that have really impacted me the most. And if you get all those books and read them all, I guarantee you're going to get some growth, and it's going to improve your mindset.